Welcome to Winning in the Shadows. I'm Andy. That's Jim. It is time for the Method of Victory Power Rankings draft here. If you missed it last week, well, don't blame me because last week was the very first week we did it. We're going to go through and we each take turns picking a fight. Now we have to pick the winner and the method of victory. And at the end, we'll see how we did. Now, last week, we got our top three. So,
Yeah.
the ones that we were confident in, we hit. And then it fell off a cliff, and then we hit the very last one with Rodriguez by decision. But I think the lesson that we kind of learned last week is the ones that we're pretty confident in. Those might be worth an actual look betting. But after a few picks, it gets tough. And Jim, this one is tough. There's not a lot to me that sticks out. So I'll give you the first pick. What fight do you want to focus
Oh
on?
no. I got the
Me?
first pick last week.
Okay, me?
We
All
got to
right.
switch it, right? I
Okay,
can't have the advantage every week.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna take. We already liked her as an underdog, so I'm just gonna take her to win by decision, and that's our girl Sam Hughes at 2-1 to
Nice,
win by
buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, um, Sam Hughes doesn't get tired. Her opponent does. Sam Hughes can make weight, not look like a zombie. Her opponent can't. And Sam Hughes has shown the ability to weather a storm, get takedowns, use her forward pressure, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure that Victoria Dudakova is ready for this. I think the wrong person is favored here, and I do think Dudakova's she's tough enough to not get finished, and Sam Hughes is not like a born finisher. She's 8-6, in her pro career. But I think Sam Hughes wins, and if she wins, I think it's going to be by decision. Wouldn't surprise me if round one was close, but I think Hughes takes rounds 2 and 3. So my number one pick is Sam Hughes by decision, 2-1. What do you got?
Okay. For my number one pick, I am going to fade a guy that I think is very justifiable fadeable. I'm going to take Cedric Dumas.
Okay.
As much as we don't want to bet on this guy, he's fighting Dennis Talulin. So I can't ignore the value on this. Talulin gets knocked out. That's what he does. We can get plus 300.
Okay.
We can get plus 300 on Cedric Dumas by TKO.
All right. Yeah, because you do get the ground and pound in there as well, which Dumas being the younger athletic guy. If Dumas gets him on the ground, it's hard to see Dumas or Tallulah actually getting up. So you can absolutely see that one. So, man, starting off with 2-1 and 3-1. That's what kind of card this is. So, all right. So for my next one, see, here's where it's just getting harder and harder to pick actual winners here. I think Muhammad Yahya is absolutely horrendous. I'm not sure Kai Fernandez is that much better, but I just have seen Muhammad Yahya look completely terrible. His stance looks awful. I worry about Fernandez's cardio, but I'm not sure Yahya is the guy to take advantage of it. So I think Kai Fernandez wins what is a truly horrific mixed martial arts fight here. I don't think you're going to learn a lot of good MMA and UFC techniques by watching this, but I think Kai Fernandez is your rightful favorite here at plus 250. I'm not sure he's good enough to finish Yahya, but I don't see Yahya's skill level giving Fernandez a lot of trouble. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that Fernandez's cardio comes to bite me in the ass, but I think Yahya is a complete fade. So Fernandez by decision is. I gotta put the method here by KO. All right. What's your next pick?
I'm going to go to a women's fight. I'm going to go Mackenzie Dern to win by decision at plus 275. In thinking about this fight, I think McDern's going to land the bigger shots. I think we're good for at least one loopy brain fart in this fight, and that one brain fart is going to lead to a whole round of Dern on top of Loopy. If she even entertains the wrestling with Dern, it's going to end up Dern on top. I don't see either women getting a finish here. So let's take the plus 275 on decision. I'm not interested in chasing Dern by sub when she hasn't had a sub in forever. So
isn't that one of the kind of the big like misnomers now in
Yeah, it
UFC.
is.
Every
That used to
time
be
during
like a
fights, like,
thing.
well, the
Yeah.
submission, it's like she hasn't
No.
done it in like 6 fights.
No, it's more Jillian Robertson by submission than Dern by submission. Like
Absolutely.
that's 100% different there.
Absolutely. All right, so for my next one, I think the Marlon Vera Figueiredo fight goes the distance. I love the overs in that one. So I think the guy with the better gas tank is going to eke out a decision. So I will take Marlon Vera at plus 300.
I love that one. I
I'm
love that one.
stunned at the I'm stunned at the like the price here on this one, and I know it's baked into the line that he's gonna like piss away round one. I don't know, man. Fig is not exactly started his last couple fights on fire.
No.
So,
He reserves that gas tank as well.
uh-huh. And,
Mm-hmm.
and if Vera wins round one, look out, because Fig's energy is only going to go down. So I'll take Marlon Vera by decision at plus 300. That's some great odds, man.
There's some good numbers on these props.
on these.
This is way different than last week.
I think Aspinall by KO was minus 175.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, what's your next one?
So I have a pick I want to say here, but I don't want to pick a fighter. Am I allowed to do a method of victory?
No, you got to pick
Okay.
the winner.
All right,
you have
then
to
I'm going to
the
pick.
winner.
Okay, then I'm going to go with Michael Chiesa, and I'm going to take him to win by submission at plus 120.
Okay.
I watched the Tony Ferguson press conference, and the man gets more and more delusional by the day. It's
sad.
insane. He's up there bragging that he did 2 practices. Okay, you did 2 practices. I didn't even think about it till I just said it right now. I did 2 practices today. It's like, Tony, you've
Most
overtrained your
people
whole
do
career.
that in a day, Tony.
Yeah. They don't do it like, on media day. You might want to gear it back a little bit leading up to the fight. I think the size of Chiesa is just going to be a huge problem for Ferguson. I looked at Ferguson's physique. He's got that old man muscle mass. I don't think the strength is going to be there to fight out of an arm triangle or something from top position from Michael Chiesa.
I don't want to. I actually hope it's by submission. I don't want to see Ferguson get punched in the face a bunch more times. Although I don't think Chiesa is that guy
Exactly.
anymore.
That's why the submission to me is live.
Yeah, anymore do that. I think Dontel Mays is a really, really nice opponent for Gaziev. I see no upside in Dontel Mays. Okay, maybe he's got decent cardio in the third round, but his takedown defense isn't great. His striking scares absolutely nobody, and I just think Shamil Gaziev is just going to be a little bit more powerful and better on the feet. I went back and watched Gaziev versus Rosenstrike. It was not as bad as I remembered it. Like,
No.
Gaziev had his moments early against Rosenstrike. He just got pieced up with the jab. He got hit in the eye, couldn't see, and he wasn't ready for a 5-round fight. He got gassed, out early. I think that loss actually helped him a little bit. I think his cardio is going to be better, and I just don't see where Dontel Mays is going to scare him. I don't really think Gaziev is finishing a whole lot of guys in the UFC. I think he grinds us out. I think there's a lot of clinch and control time against the fence. So I like a lot of these decisions, especially the numbers that I get. So I'll take Gaziev to win by decision plus 300. Dontel Mays, man,
another good number.
Yeah, he is kind of tough, man. And I think in the third round, maybe Mays has a little bit more energy than Gaziev. But Gaziev's good. If he finishes, it's got to be early, and I don't think he does. So I'll take Gaziev by decision at plus 300 there.
Okay. This is where things are going to get a little weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna dive in here. So we have Bullet Magomedov against Oleg Zaitchek. With all this news coming out about Oleg Zaitchek not wanting to be here, thinks his career's over already. At this point, the man gets finished all the time. But let's look at some numbers here. We have to pick either sub or TKO. We can get KO TKO at minus 110. I don't want minus 110. I'm going to get a little crazy here, and I'm going to take by submission at plus 1,600. Oleg Zaitchek has been submitted in 7 of his 8 losses. I know that Shara is not a grappler, but if there is ever a guy that he's going to get a submission on, this is the guy. This is the guy. This is the moment. I could see Oleg Zaitchek getting clipped diving in on a takedown and sticking his neck out there where it's so obvious that you can't help but lock up the submission. And it'll be the quickest tap you've ever seen.
Yeah, yes, it will.
I'll
It'll
take the
be
shot on
very,
1600.
very Kiefer Crosby-esque. Where
Yes. Yes.
Oh, all right. Now we're getting here. Now we're getting down here to the tougher ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna go with. Boy,
It's tough now.
yeah, it really is getting tough here. I'm gonna go with. I don't. I was not high on this guy after his last fight. Have you seen what Rolando Bedoya's body looks like now?
Oh, it's a huge transformation.
What? Okay,
Yep.
I'm in now, and now I'm in. I wasn't because I when I saw his last fight, I was like, he's flabby, he's not that fast. And remember, we were talking like, what does he do good? Well, now we probably are going to see a little bit more of what he does.
We know he's
good.
training better. That
We know he's training
know.
a lot better. The volume is probably going to be there. Not probably. The volume is going to be there over Jai Herbert. I worry that Herbert's going to be able to get some clinches and stuff. But with this new look, Rolando Bedoya, I have gone from I don't think he's going to win to I think he's got a pretty good chance at winning. So I'm going to take I'm another guy by decision. I think he ekes out Jai Herbert with just his volume there. Congrats to him. He looks fantastic. That's an amazing turnaround.
It makes you want to bet on him because you know he's serious about his career. That's what I.
Somebody
that's,
got in his
that's
ear
like
and he
step
listened.
one, right?
Yeah, yes.
Like, let me know you're serious about being a fighter, Oleg Zaitchuk.
yeah. All right. Number 10. Who you got?
God, this is getting hard.
Yeah, so we're left with the main event: Sandhagen and Umar. We do have the Alvarez Brenner. We got Mirzakhanov and Menafield.
All right. I think I know where I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going to take Guram.
Okay.
But I'm going to take Guram by decision. If you have the numbers in front of you,
I do. So Guram by decision is going to be plus 110.
Okay, I'll take the plus money on that, definitely. I think that this guy Jordan is a pretty legitimate prospect. He's not a world beater, but he's been on the radar for a while in European MMA. And we've seen Guram trying to get to the point where he's got to reserve his cardio a little bit. So I think Jordan in the short notice spot where these guys have continued to impress all year, these no-name guys in short notice have gone the distance with their opponents. And it's burned everybody on the finish props thinking that short notice is going to lend to a finish. We said it the other week, short notice fights. It's more like I need to survive and get a paycheck because I know I'm going to get another fight. I'm doing the UFC a favor. And it's been hitting at a pretty good rate this year. So give me Guram by decision at plus money.
All right. I'm going to go to the Brenner Alvarez fight. I like Joel Alvarez to win this one. I think it's going to be a shootout. Brenner's got tons of power. He's got tons of cardio. Alvarez's cardio is a little bit suspect, but in the end, I think that Brenner's just got some holes in this game. I think Alvarez is going to knock him out.
Ooh, KO, huh?
Yeah, Alvarez the submission is plus 225. I'm a little bit more interested in the plus 275. When you go back and look at Alvarez's stats, he doesn't take anybody down. He ends up on the ground and then he gets the submission. But he loves just trying to obliterate guys on the feet. And Brenner's going to oblige him 100%. So if Alvarez gets him on the ground, I could see a ground and pound because Alvarez's ground game didn't look that good. And on the feet, I think it's pretty similar. And I like that. I like what Alvarez's experience has been. So I'm going to go with Joel Alvarez at plus 275 to beat Brenner by KO.
Okay. All right. So I'll steal this main event now.
Okay. I mean,
money where our mouth is. I'll put the money where our mouths have been here. We think this line is stupid. I think the whole world thinks this line is stupid. I think you're probably going to end up with an even better line after we put it right here because the Nurmagomedov money is going to come in like a landslide.
Yeah.
Come this end of this fight. I'm going Cory Sandhagen by decision.
All right. Good number here.
I think he's better all around than Umar. The only thing you worry about is the judges. But at plus 650,
Worth a
I'm
sprinkle.
100% worth a sprinkle.
All right.
Side note, if you have a book that can give you the plus odds, plus rounds on that, I love Cory Sandhagen at plus money, plus 5.5.
All right, so that leaves me with the Mirzakhanov and Alonzo Menafield. I think these guys are tough. I like to fight to go over. And I think I'm going to go way out on a limb, and I'm going to take Alonzo Menafield. Yeah, I'm going to take him to win by decision at plus 550. This is probably a terrible pick, but the last pick in the draft, I'm going to try and make it a little sneaky. I just don't think Mirzakhanov is all that. I know he's unbeaten, but I look at his wins. Eye test isn't that great. Menafield's tough. I've seen Menafield, rock some of his competitors, and I'm not sure Mirzakhanov is that guy. And Mirzakhanov is plus 130 to win by KO. That's a lot to ask over Menafield, and he's plus 275 to win by decision. I think this fight is closer than everyone thinks, and greasy decision. I'll take the guy at plus 550 in this one. So
I love that pick. I think this is one that everybody's like under. This is an under. This is a very good contrarian way to get some good numbers on a bad fight.
Yeah, two brick, houses. Like there's some wrestling, and they're both really tough. And yeah,
look at that Jacoby fight with Menafield. Like we had that not to go the distance, and we're sitting there at the end. The guys both are beat to hell.
Yes,
like, how did this go to the distance?
Bloodied up. Yeah, absolutely. So all right, we got Hughes by decision at plus 200, Dumas by KO plus 300. Kai Fernandez by decision, plus 250. Mackenzie Dern by decision. Vera by decision. Chiesa by sub. Gaziev by decision. Shara by sub at 1,600. There's the Hail Mary piece. Bedoya by decision. Guram by decision. Alvarez by KO. Sandhagen by decision. And Menafield by decision. So that is the method of victory power rankings. If you guys haven't liked the video yet, please do that right now and subscribe. That way you get notified when we put up all of our preview videos. We've got NFL season totals and player props up for the season. We've got our breakdown on all the UFC, including PFL, because it's a PFL week as well. So make sure you check that out. And if you haven't joined our Discord, do that. There is a link in the description of the video. So, all right, that's going to do it for us. Good luck on all of your method of victory power rankings. Leave us a comment and tell us which ones you like and which ones you don't like. It's a fairly new concept we put on, so we want your feedback. So I want to see which ones you like and which ones you don't like. Thanks, everyone. Good luck in your place. We'll see you everyone next video.
Good luck.